What's up, guys? Palutena's Army, episode 14. That's where we're at. I'm Adrian. I got Vane here.
Whoa, what's going on?
You cut me off for my We're Live post show. That's what happened.
I'm sorry, dude.
God, and you didn't even listen to the goddamn show.
Hey, I was following the website, and it was like, this will be happening in an hour. So I'm like, okay, cool, we can report.
Did you not look at Twitter? I retweeted it like twice when it said it was starting in an hour, like an hour ago.
No, I didn't look at Twitter.
Yeah, it started
I was stupid and was actually listening to what the website was saying.
It said, no, you know what you did read? Did you not notice that the timer was going up?
The timer's going up?
Because it had already gone down, so when timers usually go down, they count up from them. So you would,
I did not notice this.
Yeah, so when you caught the timer, you actually caught it an hour late.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it started at 2 o'clock, I believe, Eastern.
Well,
No, 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock?
That's
No, 1 o'clock. There you go. Well, you'll catch it tonight. I wasn't going to talk about that, but Jesus. Anyway.
Go fucking up all your plans now.
Yeah, my day is ruined. So...
Hey, at least you got to fucking listen to Marble Hornets now, apparently.
I gotta listen to Marble Hornets? Is Marble Hornets a radio show now?
Apparently. It's a story of Slendy.
Probably. Speaking of, we're gonna probably have a web fiction podcast here soon. We have plans to expand the website, and one thing that I think is missing from the internet is a place to discuss web fiction. And while there is a We're Live community podcast, there's not one for Marble Hornets. And I feel like we can usher in a new style just by incorporating a lot of things. So me and Vane are on a mission to find good web fiction out there.
Which is actually surprisingly hard to find.
There's other Slenderman stuff, but the only other interesting one is 12 Tribes, but I haven't got it.
Not to cut you off, but the thing with a lot of the Slenderman stuff that's been going around lately, I've noticed, is a lot of it is so hardcore integrated into other Slenderman related things.
It's
like I was trying to follow one blog, but the thing is you had to go to 8 other people's blogs and follow their shit to understand what the hell's going on that one blog.
That's one thing I like about Marble Hornet. It doesn't spread out too far. You got 2 YouTube channels and a Twitter.
Yeah.
So you can subscribe to both, but I mean, I don't want to go to Ustream. I don't want to go to multiple blogs. It's like straight up, just give me the story and that's it. But I don't know. I think 12 Tribes is pretty decent. It's pretty much a ripoff of Marble Hornets, but it changes up stuff just a little. Speaking of that, last entry was pretty cool. I liked it.
Oh, that last entry. So much to talk about in that.
Yeah, so we'll start it up actually, and because We're Live season 2 finale just ended, we'll talk about that too. We'll get some people going in that. But yeah, we're expanding a lot more. We'll see what we can do here. Speaking on the website, man, there's a lot. We haven't recorded in a while though. The last time we recorded was when I was still under embargo for Missplosion Man.
Yeah.
And we didn't record after that because I took a week off, and then I posted the Server Crashers one after that. So we're behind here. I'll go back on my thoughts since I posted all the reviews, I can actually talk about them. Half Minute Hero was actually a lot of fun. I completed the game, completed all the story quests afterwards. Hero 3 is a bitch, but I completed that too.
Fuck Hero 3, seriously. I still haven't actually finished that.
Once you get the groove, it took me probably like 40, 50 tries, but I got the groove, and I can probably beat it pretty often now. Missplosion Man, my final verdict is it's a really good game. If you like Explosion Man before, you'll like this one. It's pretty much more polished Explosion Man. If you didn't like the first one, you might not like this one. It doesn't have that much more into it, but it's still cool. I posted a triple indie review. Crossfire 2 was it's a game from Radiant Games, and it would have been a no-brainer before, but they recently hiked up their games from $1 to $5 because I mean it doesn't make sense to sell it at $1 because there's no sales on there at that point, so you might as well get something out of it. But I mean it's still a decent game. ETMD, Extraterrestrials Must Die. It's from an indie developer who I talked to on Twitter. He's a cool guy. It's one of his first efforts, and it's decent. If you like shmups, go for it. It has a lot to do, actually. It's like super intricate, but if it was just polished up more, it'd be a lot cooler. And Score Rush was the game I talked about long ago with Matt, the guy from Zona Games.
Oh yes, I remember now.
Yeah, and I finally posted that up. It's a good game. I talked about that a little bit before, but it's a shmup twin stick shooter. It's a lot of fun. It's really good visuals. And then what'd you post? You posted your Mortal Kombat review.
Yeah, I finally got around to putting that up.
We talked a lot on.
Get up today, but
sorry for interrupting you. We talked a lot on Mortal Kombat, though, huh?
Yeah, we're always talking about Mortal Kombat and fighting games in general. It seems keep coming up on this blog and on this blog. We're a blog now.
Man, you were off today.
Just consider me not really here. This is just a random disembodied voice.
All right. But so I mean, your verdict. What was your verdict in a short sentence or two?
It's a damn good game. If you're a fighting game fan, new or old, belongs in your collection. And fuck Cyber Sub-Zero.
Are you excited for Freddy Krueger?
I have extremely mixed feelings on that. If there ever was an ideal horror character that should be in Mortal Kombat, Freddy is kind of high on the list. But at the same time, it's like, why?
It is that, but I mean, if they made a movie pack with that, that'd be really cool.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I could see a lot more crossover-y material happening like that now that Warner Brothers owns it.
I prefer that over the DC because at least you can go full on fatalities here and not mind it.
Which actually, I was actually kind of amused by Shang Tsung actually having it. Wow, I just said actually like 4 or 5 times there. But no, Shang Tsung had a bit of an homage to Mortal Kombat vs. DC with one of his fatalities there. He basically went around and did the Joker's fatality, except with the full gore to it.
Yeah, that kind of bummed me out that it wasn't in there. But all right. So, did you have anything else you have on there or coming up?
I have a lot of League of Legends stuff that's going to be coming here shortly. It's just one of those things there. Again, I apologize for essentially vanishing for 3 weeks, but life is kind of like that sometimes.
Yeah. All right. I got a few games coming up here. Adventures of Shuggy, I should have that soon. I beat the game. I just need to record audio and video for it. I'm going to have another triple indie review soon. Tick Part 1, Asteroids Do Concern Me, and Undead Empire. I have a few of those planned up, but that's the next one. Naughty Bear I also have to review too. That's sitting in my agenda. I just haven't had time for like a super retail review right now, but it's coming up. It should be here in the next week or two. Deadliest Warriors Legends. That's such an awkward title. Deadliest Warriors Legends. But all right, it's a good game. It's buggy, but it's fun. I got Bastion. Bastion is actually a really cool game from Supergiant. I had a surreal moment because I've been following games news around it since 2005, 2006. And I was primarily on GameSpot back then, and the editor-in-chief was Greg Kasavin. And when I was emailing for Bastion, I was talking to the people for Bastion, I was talking to Greg because he's at Supergiant Games now. He's one of the people there, and it's kind of came surreal. It's like, oh man, 5 years later, I'm talking to the guy about reviewing his game. That's weird. But I haven't had time for that. But I'm getting to it. And I'm also playing Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet, but I'm under embargo, so I can't say anything about that. I forgot I had From Dust. From Dust. Have you followed this game at all?
No.
It's actually a game that you might be into. It's essentially a god game, but it's not like you can control the people. Kind of, not really. I mean, you could tell them to go on specific like plots or places that you have to go, because the premise is you have to help this ancient tribe regain their memory that they've lost, and you do this as a form of God called the Breath, and to help regain their memory, you send them to various totem poles on the map, and then you go to a sanctuary, and then you open that up and you move on to the next level. But the primary enemy of the game is the environmental elements. So, like, one of the levels in there, a tsunami is coming, and you have to race your guy across you have to build him a bridge made of dirt, because the main way you can fight off these elements is you can pick up and you can drop elements. So you grab dirt, you build a bridge, then you send a guy over to get power, and then you send him back and you save the village that way. And it's stuff like that. You can grab lava, you can build walls, you can carve out dirt so you can make ways for like water. It's essentially you're instead of like controlling the humans to avoid the elements, you're controlling the elements to avoid the humans. And it's a really awesome concept. Like the game does have issues, but I feel like the concept overall just fucking like you forget about those just because it's looking at the way the world works is just really amazing. It felt like a full retail game, but there's that. Man, we knocked out a lot in 11 minutes.
Yeah, we did.
We also have we got a few new reviewers on board. We had Jordan, otherwise known as Cream Filling. We had a friend of mine, Matt R. And Harv posted a review. So here we go. Jordan posted Advent Rising and Force Unleashed 2. Harv posted Resident Evil Mercenaries 3D. And Matt posted Shadows of the Damned. So if you want those reviews, check them out on the website. They're there. Slim pickings. There you go.
It's good to see some more content from new people.
Yeah, we should. Like I said, if we're expanding, we should have a lot more new people. But it's all a work in development that I should be talking. I might be talking to them later on the day about the final word on what we're doing. I shouldn't be talking about that. It's all one big might. It might not even happen. It might happen. Like I don't know. It's up in the air. But if you're actually interested in reviewing, we actually have a full-on we have a actual application page now. So go under contact, and it should be under the. It should be there, like the link that you see on there. And then what else do we have, man?
Other than what we have posted up on the site, just any kind of gaming news that's been going on.
The 3DS got a fucking huge-ass price cut.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. So, Nintendo, what the fuck were you...
Nintendo got a reality check after they realized, the Vita's gonna kick our ass.
Yeah.
Granted that, you know what, honestly, yeah, the GBA and NES games they are getting for free. The people who, okay, in case you haven't caught up, which I don't know how you wouldn't if you're listening to this, the 3DS just, it was weird. Nintendo sent out, this news came out in the middle of the night. It was 1 o'clock here. And they sent out the news that the 3DS is going from $250 to $170, and it's been 3 months since release, which is ridiculous to me for a Nintendo product, especially the successor to the biggest gaming platform out there, the most sold platform of all time. And to compensate for the early adopters, quote unquote ambassadors, they're giving you guys 20 free games. 10 NES games and 10 GBA games. And, I mean, they are good games, so, I mean, I could see some people happy over that, but honestly, I would be angry still.
Oh, I'd be fucking furious.
Like, I would like those games, but, and they're making them somewhat exclusive. I'm sure they're not going to last exclusive for a while, but they're making...
Imagine, too, being the guy who bought this the day of that announcement.
But
he goes out, his...
Some people
in his pocket. He's like, all right.
See, but the cool thing is Nintendo didn't have to give you anything. They could have said, all right, price cut and be done with it. But I mean, yeah, some people are genuinely happy about the games, and some people are actually going out and buying one right now because they want those games. Because it's in the long scheme of things, I think it's going to be a value to have all those games rather than opposed to buying them all. But the thing is, I wouldn't spend $80 on all those games. So I don't know. I personally would rather save the $80 and get like 2 actual retail games, but that's just me.
Agreed. Granted, the 3DS doesn't have any games right now, but
I would get Mercenaries, probably Super Street Fighter 4, and maybe Ocarina of Time. Probably not, but
I was gonna say, is that even out yet?
Yeah, it already came out.
Oh, I thought that was like later this year for some reason.
No, it came out like a few weeks ago.
That's what I get for not really following the 3DS, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a decent system, but man, like, it does take wind out of the Vita because the whole thing, like, a lot of the big news about the Vita was like, oh shoot, look, it's all like evenly matched now. It's going to be a fair fight because they're evenly priced, but Nintendo knew that there was not a fair fight. It was like
they were like, fuck this, jump ship.
Yeah, I don't know what Nintendo tried. I think they're taking. There's a rumor that they're actually going to take a loss on this. They're taking a loss on the. I don't think that's true, but it's rumored. So whatever. It'll be interesting to see how it all goes though, because
here's the thing. Not to cut you off or anything, but do you really think that this price drop is going to really make people that much more interested in the 3DS than it is?
I would be a lot more interested if the battery life wasn't crap. The battery life is still the biggest barrier right now to me.
Now, here's another question, too. How long before we see the 3DS Lite?
See, that's also what I don't like the design of the 3DS. I don't like the battery life of the 3DS. Granted, the price cut makes it more enticing. I still don't really want it right now. Like, it's hard for me to look at that thing when I have my DSi, which is just like a beautiful handheld. I love my DSi. It's matte. I got signatures on it from a bunch of people I like. It's a great handheld, but I do not like the placement of the circle pad on the 3DS. Just looks stupid, and I mean, I don't know, it just did not look like an attractive system to me. So either way, I might be holding out for a Lite. What else happened in the gaming news?
It's a good question, actually. Pretty much, let's see. And we have our first true dead pause of the podcast.
Yeah, no, well, because I was planning on listening to that post show and making this a super quick podcast, and I guess alternatively, I also made it super quick, and it's still the same length.
There was a student who died from his Xbox.
That's whatever. Well, shoot. Anyway, what have you been on the internet doing? What have you been doing on the internet lately?
Like the interwebs? I haven't really been on the interwebs too much lately, actually.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need to start up that relationship podcast for you because I don't know what the fuck is happening. You probably don't want to post that on air, but
no, I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I just have terrible fucking luck with women. That's all.
Broski, you move too fast, man.
No, I was moving slow as shit.
No.
I made one advanced.
Are you okay with talking about this, or?
We can talk about I don't give a
All right,
fuck.
well, let's do this. This is the beta version of the relationship podcast.
Here on.
All right. Well, we don't have anything else to talk about. So what happened?
All right. So I'm still not even sure entirely, to be honest with you. But basically, what happened was 2 of my best friends decided to hook me up with this girl.
I thought you were going to say 2 of my best friends decided to hook up with me.
Yes.
That's your problem.
Oh, man. Never mix friendship with love. But anyways, whatchamacallit there. But yeah, no, 2 of my good friends there decided to hook me up with a girl. And basically, I was taking things slow as shit.
I don't think you were, dude.
No, I really was.
The way you posted online, you got to slow down there, cowboy.
No, I seriously was.
Well,
I'm not even kidding.
Maybe that's slow for you, but I mean, come on.
What was I doing that was so fast?
First of all, like, don't even joke about last name changing. Like, I understand that was a joke, and it was probably in the most lighthearted tone, but that you do not joke about that. That's like, it's like, whoa. And
I'll admit, I have a tendency to go overboard with jokes sometimes. So in that regard, you definitely have me there.
That and overall, like, you post about her like 40 times within a span of 3 days, and then you broke up with her or something.
Yeah, I posted about her like 6-7 times actually.
Which is
I didn't post about her that often.
Well, which is still for a couple days, that's a bit much.
Well, we hung out a lot. That was the thing. Like,
yeah, but still, dude.
Like, every day.
Still, I understand like maybe 1 or 2 tops.
But anyways, whatchamacallit there. So what the breakup, what led to that was literally just like in the middle of the day, I got a call and she was like, I don't want to be in a relationship. Okay, thanks, bye.
Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. And then you went on a never-ending mission to find out why.
Yeah, because, like, there's one thing that pisses me off. It's when things happen and there isn't, like, any kind of logic or reason behind it.
Are you still pursuing this?
No.
All right. Did you find out why?
No. That's pretty much, like, from what we can gather, was she was just kind of not ready to grow up and be in a committed relationship. I guess what it was.
Oh, you need to leave it at that then.
Yeah.
So whatever. Alright, well that was a good...
I pretty much said, fuck it, I'm done caring.
Well, that was a good tangent. Anything else?
League of Legends Season 2 should be starting soon, but that's why I wish Guru was here, because he would actually give a fuck about that.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, no.
Actually, if anyone wants to talk to me, if anyone's interested in tabletop stuff, Vane can start up a podcast about that stuff with his friends. Like, we're seriously expanding, like, pretty much all the interests here and keeping this as the general podcast.
Yeah, this will be the main podcast. We got the tabletop podcast. We're planning the web fiction one. I have a couple other ideas. The web
fiction one is definitely one I want to do regardless of expansion or not. I feel like there isn't really a place. You can go on Unfiction for Slenderman stuff. You go on the real life forums for that. But I feel like for fans of multiple of these and having to follow multiple places, I feel like there's no real outlet for that.
Agreed.
So we're probably gonna plan that directly after this podcast. But I don't know. Overall, like, I've been busy on the internet. Like, fuck. I've actually been busy with everything. So I took a week break because I just wanted to gather my mind because I had a bunch of, like, random, like, I had a creative, like, overload. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to utilize this and not bother with the internet. So I'm actually... a lot of people think I joke about this, but I'm actually writing a genuine book, like a novel. Not necessarily a book, because it might not be in book form, but I was planning a weekly.
Oh.
What?
Fucking Twitter spoiled something for me.
Well, there you go. Don't go on.
Oh, I gotta get rid of Twitter now.
Well, what did spoil?
Remember, I don't know. It's just someone had the tag with like a sad face, and they were like, "Remember the fallen," and I'm like, "Oh, please don't tell me." No.
Did it say a name?
No, but the fact is that like.
If you go into this thinking that no main character is gonna die, you're insane.
No, it's not so much that. It's just I didn't want to know that beforehand. I wanted to like be surprised and shit.
Oh, someone dies, and it's a pretty fucking insane way.
Oh god, don't tell me it's Bert.
No spoiler.
Fuck.
No spoiler. That is neither a yes nor a no. I'm being honest with you. Hey, do we even know?
I fucking hate everyone right now.
Seriously,
right.
I really wish you listened to that, because the finale was so insanely twisted right now.
I'm gonna fucking stab a baby right now.
Fucking A, man. Like, within the first, 10 minutes, it already goes fucking batshit. Tell me who your top 3 characters are.
Probably Michael, Bert, and Saul.
Oh, so you keep it with the main people?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds kind of cliche, but at the same time, they're just the characters I can actually relate to more.
Alright, well, I'm not going to tell you the fate of either of them. It'll be interesting. I want to hear your reaction, though, because it'll be interesting to see how you take it.
Oh.
I don't...
Where this is going.
I was so looking forward to doing a podcast right now about that, but whatever.
Sorry, I had to go and derp it all up.
No, it's all good. But no, what I was saying beforehand is I'm planning a weekly series with the book that I've been writing. I had this idea for over a year, and I wrote down my initial idea in 12 chapters, but I recently decided, hey, why don't I just finish that up? Because I got some ideas floating around. And what I realized is, hey, I don't want my first, because if you're a writer, the first thing you write is the first couple of things you write actually are going to be not that great, but you gain your momentum. So I decided I'm going to also release maybe a short story here or there, and I released my first short story actually in the middle of the night last night. And actually, if you're into zombies, go check it out. I have a inner joke about putting dot extension at the end of things, so .wnv. So it's shortstoriesexe.tumblr.com. And that whole story I made in 50 minutes. So take it or leave it. I actually think it didn't come out too bad, so you might want to read that. Tell me how it is, Vane.
I will.
But no, I got some cool things planned up. I've also been starting my exercise a lot more. I am thin, but I am out of shape right now.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I started doing a push-up challenge to get myself actually doing something, and man, the first day, the initial test kind of ruined me. The first day test, the first day wasn't bad. The third day, or the second day, or you do it every other day. The second day, though, oh man, that crushed my abs. But then 2 hours later, I was fine. I'm not sore anymore. But that's all it's going.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. You just got to keep with it.
Yeah, keep with it, and you're fine. Otherwise, yeah, besides just getting my creative juices out, I have nothing else really to contribute. I'm trying to get a job still. Oh, man, I would love a job right now.
You and me both, brother.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Support the site. Maybe we can make this full-time. I would love that so much.
Yeah, make us money so we don't have to.
Man, I spent a lot of time on the website though, so fuck that. Yeah, are we done? Like,
I'm pretty sure we're done. We're getting to the spaced out stage, so before this podcast starts to suck.
Yeah, let's end it early. Whatever. I want to make it easy on myself. So we got the ending song. I decided I'll put the abandoned Mill Chase song from Castle Crashers at the end of this. I like it. It's a good song.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. So there you go. You can follow us on Twitter. I am AdrianXHD. Vane Zeiler is Vane Zeiler. Exactly how you would spell it. VAINZILER. And we also have a Twitter for the website, The Final Smash, because whoever took Final Smash is an asshole and never posted on it. He posted like 2 things in April 2009 about Modern Warfare. And that was it. So, congratulations. His name is Harvey, so feel free to...
Fuck you, Harvey.
You know what? Okay, so I'm putting this out there because I've heard a lot of other podcasts have luck with this. I am trying to get the Twitter tag AdrianHD, but some Spanish kid has that, and I have multiple. I've asked him multiple times in Spanish. So has my girlfriend, and many of my friends have asked him, "Can I have this tag?" And he has ignored us all. So if he had said no to me, I would back off. But he has not acknowledged any of our existence. So anyone out there, at reply AdrianHD and say, "Hey, why are you ignoring AdrianXHD? Give him your name. Don't be a dick."
So see, you're just as much an answer hound as I am.
What?
Just poking fun, dude. Just poking
No,
fun.
what?
I said you're just as much of an answer hound as I am.
What does that mean?
Apparently that just went over your head.
Fuck, so the podcast got cut off there.
How far back are we screwed?
To when you were trying to explain your horrible joke.
Oh. Huh. So yeah.
Well, it wasn't really banter. It was banter at that point. So, like we were talking about, if you want to help me out on getting my name, I'm trying to get Adrian HD on Twitter, but the guy's not responding to me. If he says no, I'll let go. But I mean, he's ignoring me and all my followers. So help me out on my quest. At reply Adrian HD, say, "Hey, give Adrian XHD your name. Come on, don't be a dick." And while we're on Twitter, Adrian XHD for me, Vane Zeiler, VAINZILER. And you can follow the website at The Final Smash. Palutena'sArmy@gmail.com for questions. If you want to apply, go to the contact page. And that's it. Thank you very much. I hope this doesn't end.